Welcome back. Micro and small enterprises got to showcase their products and services on Friday as the Taiwan-St. Lucia Partnership Trade Show got underway. The 11th installment is being held at the Golden Palm Conference Center. Solange Alfred reports.
From every corner of the Golden Palm conference room, small and micro enterprises were stationed with their products on display for curious onlookers and potential buyers to find out more about their entrepreneurial endeavors. The opening ceremony of the 2018 Taiwan-St. Lucia Partnership Trade Show was well attended by delegates. Leading the charge was Ambassador of the Republic of China, Taiwan, His Excellency Douglas Shen Shen. The elated ambassador addressed those in attendance, giving a brief overview of the origin of the trade show as one that was first established to introduce Taiwanese products to the St. Lucian people. But in past years, its evolution has surpassed the expectations of what was first intended.
But now it has outgrown its expectation and become the premier event for St. Lucia's small and medium-sized companies to display their products and the services to the general public and the foreign buyers. As we know that Taiwan is well known for its strong, dynamic, and competitive small and medium-sized enterprise. In fact, this small and medium-sized enterprise are the key to an active local industry by providing productivity and the creativity needed in the development of Taiwan's economy.
With more than 60 entrepreneurs gathering under one roof, the Commerce Minister, Bradley Felix, praised his department's efforts at crafting a well-organized display. Felix spoke on the importance of the trade show, highlighting that a major factor was the partnerships being forged with Taiwanese manufacturers to improve the competitiveness of St. Lucia's manufacturing sector.
More importantly, this exhibition provides an opportunity for St. Lucians to appreciate what is possible in our country and help build a sense of pride for what's made in St. Lucia. The current pattern of international trade for St. Lucia is one which reveals a large and growing trade deficit, as we all know. This situation suggests that we need to increase the level of domestic production in the goods that are locally demanded, as well as our level of exports. Export expansion is critically important to generate the foreign exchange needed to sustain our level of importation and to ensure the sustainability of our balance of payments. It is against this background that this exhibition here today must be examined. With this in mind, we need to begin the process of determining what are some of the possible areas for investment in St. Lucia with a view to boosting domestic production and eventually increasing the level of quality of our exports.
The opening ceremony allowed not just for talks on trade development and opportunities to purchase from the wide range of producers present, but it also provided an avenue for the display of the cultural marriage between Taiwan and St. Lucia and the continued partnership to bolster St. Lucia's economic and cultural sector. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
With the recent craze of feasting and consumerism, a new craze is hoping to encourage people to give back to those who need it. Giving Tuesdays, held on the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, takes the opportunity to join in the festive season and give a little more. The event will be hosted in the Caribbean for the first time and is being organized by Writing Legends.
This is our first year, 2018. And we're starting very small, we're just piloting it. Currently, we're having initiatives. We have national coordinators in St. Lucia and also in Antigua. And we have a regional work plan that each of them is following. So our 4 main activities this year are, first of all, tomorrow, God willing, which is Giving Tuesday, we'll be having a kids karaoke at the Victoria Hospital. It will be from 5 to 7 p.m. during the visiting hours, where we'll have local public figures and singers, local celebrities just coming to spend some time with the kids, sing a song, and, just bring some cheer to them.
The event is entering its 7th year in the United States.
Next, we have our 1,000 Hands Give 10 campaign. It's a fundraising drive to support our regional Giving Tuesday strategy. So Giving Tuesday, as much as it falls on the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, it is something that we want to maintain the momentum for all year round. So we have an annual strategy where we'll be facilitating initiatives once every quarter, and that is what the 1,000 Hands Give 10 initiative fundraising drive will be supporting.
The psychological and social well-being of people living with HIV and tuberculosis is expected to be improved as the OECS works towards supporting those services. More in this report.
Efforts at developing a framework to strengthen mental health and psychosocial support for persons living with HIV and TB, their partners, families, and caregivers is ongoing as a two-day workshop was held recently. Workshop facilitator Patricia Isaac Joseph emphasized that psychosocial support for HIV patients is necessary as it will help them with coping and adhering to treatment.
As part of the Global Fund grant, which the OECS countries are a recipient of, it's really looking at what are some of the issues that come out of getting a diagnosis of HIV or TB, and what are some of the support systems that we need to put in place to help persons just work through the process and to be able to live with the condition as well as to stick to the treatment that they are being given.
Physician of the Infectious Diseases Unit in the Department of Health and Wellness, Dr. Gil Kajada says, providing assistance is crucial in reducing the psychological distress for persons coping with HIV and TB diagnosis.
A person who is diagnosed with TB, the first 2 months of their illness, they are infectious, so they are isolated. And I think most of us know the isolation unit is the chest wing at Victoria Hospital. When you are isolated, you cannot work. You are out of work, and some persons may end up losing their job over that. Some persons may end up losing their home over that. So we need to have some form of assistance to at least allow those persons to manage their bills, their families, whatever it is that's going on there during that period. So I'm just highlighting an example of what happens or what can happen if you don't have support whilst you're isolated for that 2-month period.
The workshop was made possible by the Global Fund for the OECS HIV-TB Elimination Project. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Fenel Neptune.
You're watching the Hot 7 Nightly News. Up next, sports news with Tennyson Glasgow.